I'm Tom.
And I'm Molly.
Welcome to Forensic Gameology, hosted by ForensicGameology.com.
Reviews for science.
In 7 minutes or less. Except we're just trying a new segment today, Forensic News. I was thinking, there's a couple other board game channels, like the big Dice Tower board game news, where they say things like what's coming out this week and other industry stuff, and I don't know anything about that. I have nothing to tell you.
That is not what this is.
That's not what this is. This is just literally news about us. Like, I feel like there's when we put out a video that isn't about a game that can be linked from BoardGameGeek.com. Because that's if we link it, that's when we get like a ton of views. If we don't link it, we get like 46 views.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
Thank 46. you 46 people who really like us. And so that's where I think like this is just for the 46 of you who watch everything we put out, and instead of like the people who don't subscribe but will click on our review because they see it on BGG or Reddit or something. And so this is just because if you like our personalities, I want to give you more news about our personalities.
I want to give you more.
And if you like just Molly's personality, what's the matter with you? I mean, she's great, but I'm cool too. Like,
I'm better, admittedly.
I'm just saying, I don't understand why is this the Molly show to you.
I do.
Anyway.
Thank you.
Maybe they like me more. Maybe there's people out there that like me more. Maybe there is. I'm just saying. Possibly. Maybe. Could be. Might. So in forensic news lately, we played Game of Thrones, The Iron Throne. It's a bit of a re-theme on Cosmic Encounter. It has some rules differences, so it's not a strict re-theme, but you're obviously playing Cosmic Encounter when you're playing it. Man, the game is out of control.
I got ticked multiple times.
That's true. There was anger. There was some contention.
There was lots of it. That game, it's a game.
I liked it.
A lot of table talk. Tons of table talk.
Now, I liked Cosmic Encounter, and I can't remember what we reviewed it as. I probably gave it a 7 or something. I remember on Reddit, people kind of said our review of Cosmic wasn't that great, and it's because our old mic system wasn't super good, and when it broke, it was in the middle of that one, and we had it all set up. And so we fixed the mics and did it again, but it wasn't as set up, and so it just didn't look as polished. Speaking of polished, ever since we took down our rig, we used to have, now we have like a tripod, now we have the big boom mic and everything. Before, we were just putting it on like a little desk, like our phone on a desk, and like a little iPod tripod. So,
iPhone?
I was like, that's funny. So a little iPhone tripod. And so we had these papers on our desk that said all of our categories, luck versus strategy.
All of the 3.
And, well, it had like all our phrases. It had our phrases. It had like, you know.
We've never forgotten those, though.
That's not true. But.
Well,
Anyway, I feel like we've lost so much of our polish since then, because I'll be like, luck versus strategy, like so many times. We're like, wait, whose turn is it? I don't remember.
What are we doing now?
From the beginning of our show, we didn't really have turns, and we kind of settled into it, but our very early reviews, they're not the same as what we have now. We're very formulaic now, and I like it better now, but...
It'll probably change, too.
I don't know, it hasn't changed yet.
Well, I mean, I guess it's been a year, and it hasn't changed.
Anyhow, Game of Thrones, The Iron Throne, I only played the one time. We got a rule wrong, so we need to play again to get like a real feel for it, but I would happily play again. Went a little long, so I would want to play with people. Obviously, it was everyone there playing for the first time, so I don't blame any of them. I feel like they're all really good gamers, but I'd want to make sure when I was playing again that it was with people who are good gamers, want to move the pace, not let it get bogged down, because it could in negotiations and whatnot, and I think it sometimes stops being as entertaining the longer that happens. Do you have anything else on...
That same night, we played Game of Thrones Westeros Intrigue.
Love that game so much.
Those, I guess, I've never watched Game of Thrones, nor have I read the books.
Me neither.
And I've heard tons about it.
Can't help but hear tons about it.
Spoiler alert, everyone dies. And
spoiler, you were warned.
Full of tension, full of intrigue, full of deception. And that's what both of those games brought out in me.
That's true. And
so, even though the Game of Thrones Westeros Intrigue is not themed...
It's just colored cards.
It's just colored. You have 4 colors, and that's what you're working with, and there are pictures of the people from the show, so it's really Game of Thrones, but maybe it is. Maybe we've been looking at it all wrong. The intrigue, the tension, the anger. It was a night full of Game of Thrones anger.
Those were the only 2 games we played that night.
Yeah.
So, with Game of Thrones, Westeros Intrigue, this makes me think I want to do a show where we talk about, like, top 10 games or something that we had on the shelf too long without playing. For me, 100% that's Game of Thrones Westeros Intrigue. That's spoiling for whatever segment we come up in the future. Because we got it, and it just sat on our shelf, and I kept looking at it, and I was like, this is the stupidest game I've ever seen. this is so dumb. I opened it up and I was like, this isn't even theme. This is a tragedy of theming because this has nothing
abstract.
to do. Yeah. Well, then Molly and I played it 2-player and I was like, it's worse than I thought it would be. But then we played it 5-player and I was like, I've never loved a game more than I love this game. The feeling you get. Ben Alger said this on our as a comment on our YouTube. You guys check out this review. I love it. But he said that feeling you get when you block a color and it's gone and you hear everyone collectively groan around the table. It's magical.
Tom does that when he has that card still in his hand.
Who won the game?
That one time.
This guy, no, bro, I won.
I know. I don't win that game very often.
I win that game a lot.
Tom definitely wins the game often.
In part, it may just be because I have zero fidelity to my cards. Like, I don't care. I don't care about my hand. I'm going to just try to block, and it seems like kind of a griefer move, but it's winning the game. Like, that's...
Yeah, I don't know.
It's some way it works out. It's strategic. Anyway, Stan, friend of the show, bought Vast. I think he kickstarted it. Vast, the Crystal Caverns. He kickstarted a long time ago, but with Baby on the way, and... Our convention.
We got sick.
Oh, the sickness. Oh, don't even get me started about the sickness.
Long.
It was forever.
Yeah.
We're going to play it for the first time on Saturday. I'm going to be the goblins. I don't know if you see this. There's too much of glare on the...
Yeah, so every time you say there's too much of a glare, you go like this.
In case the glare is there and I move it off.
Yeah, but you go like this.
Maybe they could pause.
People can't go like this.
Maybe they can.
So if you go like this, if there's a glare, if you move it slightly, they'll be able to see it at some... Yep, mine's better, but no. There's probably not a glare. I move with a sense
of purpose and urgency.
I am the dragon.
I'm not slow and lethargic.
The dragon, which you can see my picture. You can't see Tom's picture.
Well, that's kind of small. Well, they're goblins.
I know. I'm going to win.
Let me be real with you. Have you ever taken those BuzzFeed quizzes? And it says, what character are you in Star Wars? Who do you most identify with from the X-Men? Something like that. Or even, what's your philosophical outlook on life? And it says, what color do you like the most?
Are you more pessimistic or optimistic?
Yeah. Whenever I take a Lord of the Rings quiz, even if the person who wrote the quiz didn't add goblins or orcs as an option that you can be, they only added the good guys. They only added, Gimli and Gandalf and Boromir even. That's the worst guy.
Gimli's the first one you mentioned? Gimli?
Is that Son of Gloin?
Frodo?
Oh, please, don't even get me started on Frodo. I can't even. Point being, Samwise. Point being, even when they only have good people programmed into it, I still get the result. You are an orc. You most identify with an orc. It's like the universe is trying to tell me I'm not special. That, if you were transplanted into Lord of the Rings, do you feel like you'd be a wizard? Because there's 6 total. Would you be a dragon? Because there's 1, What makes you special that you'd be one of the 6 wizards? I guess I would just be an orc. I'd be lucky to be a human. To be, what would you be, a hobbit? You'd be super hobbit.
I would be a hobbit.
You'd be super hobbit. I don't know if you know this in real life because you only see Molly sitting down. She is this big. I'm not joking.
Yep. That's about
big.
Right.
This is how tall Molly is. She'd be super hobbit. And those feet. Hairy. Am I right?
I am 4'11", so I am quite small. I would say that my feet are not hobbit feet. I would put that caveat in there.
So anyway, I feel that this is fitting for me to play in Vast. In Vast, it's very asymmetric. Everybody... Is it asymmetric or asymmetrical? I don't know.
You're asking me. I don't... biology, I don't know.
Anyway, the goblin is trying to kill the knight. The
dragon is trying to stay alive. The knight
is trying to kill the dragon. The cave is trying to kill everybody. From what I understand.
Someone can play the cave. I'm super excited about this.
Yeah. So I'm stoked. It'll probably be a really long time before we review it if we're just starting to play it now. Yeah. But I'm excited and I want you to be excited with us. Other news.
Next week.
Having a baby.
We're having a baby.
Yep.
And
hopeful for a Tuesday. Better not come before that.
Yeah. So we're having a babe, and so it might be out of commission for a tiny bit. We have filmed a few reviews the same night we're filming this.
Yeah, I think we've got four videos right now.
We don't know when we'll be back up and running.
Yeah, well, the thing about
most
babies...
Most of these babies, they cry. You don't know when they're going to cry. Our 2-year-old, she sleeps at night. She values sleep now.
You go back to some of those reviews and you'll hear her crying.
Yeah, that's true.
So the thing about babies is that they have zero agency. They can't choose anything. And that being the case, I don't out them on camera, on the internet. I don't say their real names. Because as they age, if they have some sort of like social anxiety or they just don't want to be part of the board game industry or whatever, and they're
or the channel. I want to do channel with her.
That'd be cool, right? When they get old enough to do like maybe some kids games and whatnot, that'd be cool. But if they don't want to, if they're like, oh, that sounds horrible to me, then I want them to be able to opt out. But if their name is plastered all over the place whenever their classmates or future boyfriends or something Google, try to find them on Facebook, and then it shows up and they're like, what's this weird thing that they're in? Like, I don't think this is weird. I think this is awesome, but I'm into a lot of weird things. So
our kids are going to have to be the popular ones too.
Yeah, in order to rebel
against us.
To rebel, they have to be like the cool kids because we're the nerds. So, but the thing is we're trying to think of a good internet name for our next baby because we name our kids after dinosaurs, and we got some good names. And I'm excited that if they do say, yeah, I totally want to be on the show, then they can say their own name and they'll be fine.
And then you'll know their real name.
Yeah. But until then, I'm excited. I think we're going to go with Megalodon for this coming one.
Yeah.
Call her Megala.
Or Megan.
Is that a thing?
Somehow.
That's not a thing. Megan's not a dinosaur. Megalodon.
Magnolia.
Closer, but not there.
Turns out not closer. Megan is definitely closer.
No way. Meg? I get that. Meg. And then middle name, Aladon.
Meg.
We do that?
Aladon.
Meg Aladon. All right.
Meg Aladon.
We've come to a consensus.
I think so. Thanks, Internet. You did it with us.
We did it together. We all did it together.
Yep, that's our news.
That's our news for, today. But today is not the day we're going to be putting this up, so I'll say tomorrow.
Which is today to you.
We've presented the evidence.
You be the judge?